Hey guys, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and I'm here for a new comic book movie review. This one is one that kind of flew under the radar, but trust me, you're gonna wanna watch this. This is the review for Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was directed by Jake Castorena, and it stars Troy Baker as Batman and the Joker, as well as Eric Bauza, Darren Criss, Kyle Mooney, and Baron Vaughn as the Ninja Turtles. This movie actually was premiered at a convention in California last month, but it didn't have its actual release until today. And so I've watched it and I'm gonna give you my review, so stay tuned, you're actually gonna be surprised. First and foremost, thank you very much for clicking on this video. It means so much to me that you're interested in what I have to say. If you like these kind of things, comic book movie reviews, as well as some TV show reviews and con footage whenever I go somewhere, click that subscribe button. And if you want to know as soon as I upload, hit that notification bell. You will know as soon as a video goes up. So first, let's get to the story. So this is set in Gotham City, and there are a clan of ninjas stealing technology, and the Ninja Turtles have gone from New York City to Gotham to try and find the Foot Clan and stop them from whatever they're doing. Meanwhile, they've shown up on Batman's radar, and now Batman must find out what they're doing, why they're stealing what they're stealing, and figure out exactly who's behind all of it. That's the story without revealing any kind of spoilers whatsoever. And trust me, you're gonna wanna go into this spoiler-free as possible, because this movie has so much amazing fan service. Like, it's done really well. I have not read any of the Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles books. There's been, I believe, 3 instances. Plus, there was the crossover when the Ninja Turtles were in the Injustice 2 game, and they looked really good, but there wasn't really a story tied into it. So this kind of bridges the gap, and first and foremost, they get the story really well done. For a world where a man dresses up like a bat, and a world where turtles can get mutated and become giant ninjas, it really meshes a whole lot better than I was expecting. One of the reasons why is because the turtles kind of pair up with their counterparts, so to speak. Donatello finds a smart companion with Batgirl, and then you've got Damian Wayne, who is this version of Robin, finding kind of like that gruff exterior mirror with Raphael, and then Leonardo kind of trains with Batman, and so Batman kind of helps him out with his focus a little bit more. And who does Mikey team up with? You'll just have to watch. But this takes advantage of the worlds that they are in. Number one, it takes advantage of Batman's immense rogues gallery. Actually, one of the characters on this shirt is not in the movie. That's how much that they take advantage of the spectacle that is Batman's villains. And it's great that they do. Also, something that they do is that whenever they're doing their crossovers, they get imaginative, and they don't just go, all right, there's Batman's villains and the Ninja Turtles have to fight them. They're like, what can we bring from world A to world B and really spice things up a bit? So that is wonderfully done. To talk about the voice acting, in all honesty, there really wasn't anything that made me go, wow, that was a little off. The voice acting is spot on. The fact that Troy Baker was able to do not only the voice of Batman, but the Joker in this, and you can't even tell that they're 2 completely different people, is amazing. And everybody else fits their role smoothly. Now, I'm not saying that everything is perfect. There are some instances with dialogue that I had issues with. 2 cases in point are Damian Wayne and Michelangelo. Mostly Michelangelo, because he's really funny in this, and I'm not the biggest Michelangelo fan, Team Donnie. But there are instances where he's incredibly funny in this. And then there are other instances where he goes too far as them trying the humor out. And something that I don't normally grade, but I have to point out in this review, is that the music fits the mood so well. The stylization of this is incredibly done. The way that they mesh darkness, because there are 2 ninja clans in this, not just the Foot Clan, but the way that it looks, the way that it sounds, and then meshing those 2 things together, the way that it feels works. To be completely honest, the last thing that I really want to talk about without getting into depth are the fight scenes. And some fight scenes are okay, then some fight scenes are amazing. Trust me, like, some of these fight scenes are reminiscent to me of Batman Ninja, like the good Batman Ninja stuff, except that one was kind of like 3D animation, and this is straight up 2D, but the fight scenes are so well done. Whenever you have Batman versus Shredder and they don't fight just one time, those are some great fight scenes. And then there are some Ninja Turtle fight scenes. They are great. And sometimes they go a little bit further than I was expecting them to go. A few cons, I've already mentioned that sometimes Michelangelo's dialogue goes a little too far as trying to be funny too much. Also, there are some bad guys that have horrible bullet aim, like you have a machine gun and you can't hit a single target. Like, you might as well go ahead and put them in Stormtrooper costumes. Another thing that frustrated me, Ra's al Ghul is in this movie, except they don't call him Ra's all the time. Sometimes they call him Ra's al Ghul, but they switch back and forth, like they couldn't get it consistent. I don't think that I can fault the voice actors with that fault, because somebody in the director's chair or the animation director should have caught on to that. So that's a gripe, but you can forgive it because this has amazing fan service throughout, especially if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. Even though they don't have that many Ninja Turtle villains in this or characters in this, nowhere near as much as they do Batman characters, it's still so well done. There are some fight scenes where they straight up reference old video games and their moves in those video games that they show in this movie, and it's great. Andre, eat your heart out. So now it's time for the grade, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. I thought about it, and this is a fair grading, which is incredibly high. It's an 85. Trust me, if you're a Batman fan and a Ninja Turtles fan, you are going to love this. If you're not a fan of both of them, then you might be a little bit lost because they don't really introduce characters. There's no heavy exposition. But if you are familiar with these 2 franchises, you're going to absolutely love what comes on screen. The fact that they utilize every single nook and cranny of each fandom and it combines into a lovely marriage is something that you have to watch for yourself. So if you were on the fence about this movie, you can get off the fence. This is wonderfully done. The only downside that I have is that it is available for digital download on the 14th, but you won't be able to get it on Blu-ray or DVD until next month. Seems like a huge missed opportunity, but I'm old school, so what do I know? So that is my review for Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel and share this with your friends. As always, this is Cameron with ZBeam Reviews. We'll see you next time.